Boom, and there we are. Right. Let me go back to my main screen. We have people watching. Hooray. Fools. The fools, what are they doing with their Sunday evening watching us? I can't move. Yes, I can. There we go. Right, and there's Ellgarf sniffing his watch. You got a lovely hairstyle. They haven't put the new hairstyles in yet, have they?
No.
No, because when I recreated my character, I couldn't change my hairstyle. So let's let me just. Oh, we are like men at CNA. Yeah, there we go. Superb.
Drake t-shirt and not a sticky tape inside.
No, it's probably got all the cotton hanging out on the inside of it. But yeah, we've dressed to thrill here. So oh, actually, I think it's just you watching. There we go. That's okay. People will come. Well, I say hopefully. Nobody sort of interacted on on Twitter. So, oh, I'll tell you who actually did interact on Twitter. Star Citizen, the account where I said you were super lovely and blah 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 blah, and then you said I was super lovely and blah 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 blah. Who was asking for, you know, basically shout outs to their good companions. He liked it, and John Vorter, my friend. Oh, here we go. Look, Para's here, Joseph's here. I've just almost missed the door. Are you out?
I
or are
did
you
miss
stuck
the
in?
door.
You
No,
are still
I did
in
miss
the
the
lift.
door.
There we go.
I'm getting there.
There we go. Nice.
Learning curve.
Yes. Hello, Para. Nice to see you. Hello, Joseph. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Para and Joseph.
Yeah. So I'm with Ellgarf, as you can see. We are at well, if I show you where we are in our star map. So at the moment we're on Microtech, which is one of the 4 major planets. You've got Crusader, Stanton, ArcCorp and Microtech. We're on Microtech. On Microtech you've got the capital, New Babbage, and at New Babbage this year, once a year, they have a big event called the IAE, which is the Interstellar Aerospace Expo. As you can see, the year is 2953, although not if you listen to the woman talking on the tannoy at the station. She says, "Welcome to IAE 2951." So she's 2 years out of date.
And drunk, clearly.
And yeah, clearly. Now, as I come up here, this is the Crusader, because already I can see the C2 poking his little head up. That is nice. It's the C2 and the 8. Oh, it's all 3 of them, all in a row. The Hercules family. So yeah, we thought we'd start at this exhibition because all the ships. This is what they're doing at the moment. It's called a free fly event, and during the IAE, they do free fly. And free fly is basically play the game for nothing. So that's not Whammers. Oh, it is Whammers.
Here's Whammers. No burgers though.
No burgers. So what they got around here? Oh, what the hell is this rubbish? Oh,
They got some burritos or something on the corner there.
I'm gonna have to have one of these energy drinks then. I was hoping for a burger. During the IAE. Oh, you're going. Oh, okay.
Oh, just looking for burgers.
I'm sure
No
you
burgers.
are. Not looking to do the place over. Yeah, you finding everything all right back there where you're not supposed to be? Typical. Right, let's have a drinky. I've got beers as well. Because in I don't know if you saw it, Ellgarf, but in the new Babbage, the Aspire Grand, where you spawn, there's a new shop, Kelto RX, in the corner. There never used to be a shop. It used to be just the hospital and the hotel. But now it's the hospital, the hotel, and a convenience store, which it's so convenient. It sells firearms, spacesuits. Let's get rid of this. Stick it on there.
That's handy. I completely missed that.
Right, let's have another one of those. In fact, if I do a click buy, it should be straight in my hand. Perfect. Drinky. Yeah, so we thought, because I'm getting sidetracked all over the place here. So I thought we'd come to the IAE, and you could see some of the ships that are in the game, but you can play the game for free at the moment. You can come to the IAE and you can rent all of the ships here for 2 days. So until November the 30th, the game is basically completely free, and you can get experience on it and decide if it's for you, which is good because it can be quite an interesting learning curve. But the thing, and this is something that Jason said, even though Jason's only played it a teeny bit, and Jason's absolutely right, is that the community are superb. So I'm still a bit low on my food energy, so I should. There's a bar thing.
Yep.
Let's get rid of my drinky.
Well, there's a few burritos on the corner here, or burrito style things.
Oh, are they? Oh yeah. Well, it's what they called? Torpedo burritos. So we've got carnaritas, polo, something, cheddar ham, tilapia verde. Let's have a tilapia verde. You're going to download it. Okay, nice one, Joseph. I absolutely recommend it. What I would say before you rush off and download it is don't install it to a hard disk drive. You've got to install it to the very least an SSD, and I would recommend, if you've got space on an NVMe drive, stick it on there, because it needs to load things in quickly, and hard disk drives, the mechanical hard disk drives, just don't cut it. But unfortunately, that is the way of the world these days. If you look at, is it on PS4? What do you think, Joseph? I'm telling you that a hard disk drive on a PC won't cut it. No, it's definitely not on PS4. It's PC only, because obviously PC, master race, etc., etc., etc. There is that they have said that they want to bring this to console, but I mean, the single-player game which is coming out soon, Squadron 42, that I don't know if that's going to get on console or not. I mean, it is a really, really graphics-intensive experience. Again, well, put it this way: on the road, trucking games, they would seem, on the face of it, to be a fairly straightforward thing to bring to console, but have so far proven to be almost impossible to get on console. This makes games like ATS and ETS look like Pong. This is the new tank on the right here, isn't it? The Storm, if I'm not mistaken, Ellgarf. And it doesn't fit into so many ships. It's just a little bit too big, although you can move the turret. So yeah, doesn't go on. This would look nice on the. Something's in the way, so I need to just do this. Hang on, ignore that. This would look nice on the PS5. It'd probably look nice on the PS5, but you're never going to play it on the PS5. It's just way too complicated. I mean, Elite stopped support on the PlayStation, and Elite isn't anything half as complicated as this. I don't want to rent it. I want to. There we go. Enter driver's seat. Let's have a look at this tank from the driver's seat. Sit down, suck me in. That is, goodness me. That's quite sexy. A little look around, yes. That is good. I like that. Not going to buy it, but no. It's a nice little tank. Don't really use tanks, do we, Ellgarf?
No.
We've got a few ground vehicles, but we don't use tanks. I think our Tumbrel is the Cyclone TR here. It should be. because Tumbrel are here, and that is a Tumbrel tank that I've just got out of. But yeah. Let's go inside. Which one's the Hercules? There's the Hercules. So let's just show what sort of ships. Now, ships in Star Citizen come in different sizes, like light, medium, and heavy. These are all part of the Hercules family. They are heavy. Well, you can see up sort of on the side there it says Hercules. You can see it written. The one I want is this one, which is, I think it's the C1, because it's pure white, which is the cargo variant. So what I'll do is I'll just go up. Now this has got a ramp at the front and the back, because it is for basically moving an army around or doing a lot of cargo trading. So this whole cargo area here is SCS is going to do its own game engine to be updated on console. Yeah, I mean it makes sense for a trucking game to be good on console because so many console players want to use it. But I mean, this is going to have a graphical tweak in the next 12 months. In fact, in the next 12 months, this game it's going to be insane, really, because they're upgrading everything. The graphics, the gameplay. Let's climb on the... You coming on the... I don't know where Ellgarf's gone. Oh,
I've gone up the ladder.
I've just clicked on exit ship, so I'm now going to go back down to the ground. Dope. You've gone up the ladder, okay.
I've gone up the ladder. Much more reliable, apparently.
I'll come up the ladder. Are you lower deck or top deck?
A lower deck.
Lower deck. I shall come to the lower deck. Actually, I was on the lower deck. So I'm just going back straight where I come from. Maybe you can make a video for noobs of the game. To be honest, Para, you can't really do a good video for noobs on the game. There are a lot of videos out there for noobs on the game that are really, really good. The way to play Star Citizen is to watch a sort of guide for beginners. The game has a tutorial which takes you through the first 30 minutes, how to move around, how to access your stuff, how to eat, how to drink, how to how to find your spaceship, how to fly it, how to navigate. And after the first 30 minutes, that's pretty much all you need. After that, the best thing to do is find somebody to play with. You go in the text chat, and say, hello, I'm really new, can I hang out with anyone? And somebody will come and pick you up from wherever you are, and then you hang out with them and they'll show you various things, which is kind of how me and Ellgarf got to the stage of where we are now. It's quite loud music from the Expo in my ear. But yes, this is the C2. It's a huge ship. There's Ellgarf for his little co-pilot seat. He knows his place. And yeah, these ships, even though they're absolutely enormous, they're really easy to fly. This ship's really easy to fly. This is by a company called Crusader, and they all have a very distinct sort of trademark look. These circular corridors and the way the doors open. Everything's in white. It's almost like an Apple ship, basically. I'm going to go down these stairs. See if I don't. Oh, I've just dropped all the way down the stairs, never mind. Hurt myself in the process. Twisted my ankle. I think, Para, that this is the best game ever. I'm not really one for laying superlatives on stuff, but I mean, considering this game isn't even fully properly released, they're still polishing it, they're still doing things, you still hit little bugs here and there. I don't even want to go down there, I want to go into the side halls. Considering there's a lot of stuff you see in this game, things go wrong, that bloke over there is just frozen to the spot, but the amount of stuff that you can do, I think this game is the best game ever made. The scope is phenomenal. What I like about this, okay, I'm going to do what a lot of YouTubers have done, and you can't really do, but I'm just going to compare this to Starfield for a few minutes. Starfield is dull. Starfield is really, really dull. The story is dull, it's very badly written, there's a lot of missions which is go here meet somebody, go here, pick something up, take it back, and that takes you 45 minutes, and it's really dull. There's nothing to do. For a game which touts itself as an exploration game, you can't explore. Everything is seamless. There are no loading screens here. There are no fast travels here. It all looks amazing. This is a lovely ship. The area's Inferno. It has, again, it's Crusader, so it's all white. But the real the selling point for this is this enormous cannon sticking out here. It's one of the biggest guns in the game. And over here, the other side, we have the Ion, which is its sister ship, and it has a massive laser gun on the front. And they're to shoot down, they're to attack capital ships, which you find in the game. So they're to take down really big ships because they do a lot of damage. They're not massively manoeuvrable, so you can't really enter dogfights in them with smaller ships and hope to win. Here is one of Ellgarf's favourite ships. This is the Mercury Star Runner.
Yeah.
You can't build ships.
Baby.
You can't build ships like you can in Starfield, but a lot of the ships in Starfield sort of fall into the same trap as the ships in Elite, in that they all do everything. They all do everything really well. So if you want a ship, and you want it to go and claim some bounties and do bounty hunting, you can do that in any of the ships. In Star Citizen, you can't. All the ships have specific roles. He's going into the hidey holes. I bet he's in a shelf and disappear down into the floor or something. Yeah, all the ships here. Yeah, we're now underneath the decks. all the ships in Star Citizen have a specific role. So if you want to do, I mean, some are multi-role like this one. This has got quite a nice cargo area. It's got a few turrets on it for your friends to come and sit in. But it's got a big ramp at the back. You can get some vehicles in there. Dogfighting is not very good. Again, it will always lose to a slightly smaller, more nimble ship. If you want small and nimble, what's at the moment here? Anvil, as well as Crusader. We'll find Anvil and see some ships. Yeah. So if you want exploration in Starfield, you can't do it. It's all fast travel. Fast travel when you get down to a planet. We've just seen 3 tanks. There are no ground vehicles in Starfield, so you can't get around on the ground very well. And when you do, you suddenly hit a wall because the next bit of the game needs to load in and you need to leave the planet and come back to it. As I said, here everything is seamless. Everywhere I'm looking, I can go. There's no loading screens. There's no fast travel, and you make up your own. You make up your own stories. Basically, there are things for you to do. If I go into my watch here and click on my contracts manager, there are things for me to do. I can go racing. There's a time trial. I can deliver stuff, which is pick up a box from point A and take it to point B. Service beacons. People want help. They're probably in a dogfight and they need assistance. Investigation. We've got a missing person here. Where's that? A caterpillar. So that's a ship that's crashed in space or been blown up in space. They want to find somebody. Investigate wreckage. Again, let's go to some wreckage. That's a ship that's crashed into the ground. Here we've got missing client. Where are they? They're in a cave. They've gone exploring and they've fallen in a cave and killed themselves. You've got to go and find them. Search. Oh, this is relay cargo, which is volatile and has a timer, otherwise it blows up. Salvage. You can get specific salvage ships which will break down abandoned ships in space, so you can go and do that for a bit. It's a very relaxing game loop. Bounty hunter. Basically find target and kill them. Soon it'll be find target, incapacitate them, put them into like Han Solo, put them into storage and then take them to wherever you need to put them. But at the most point at the moment, it's just fly around and blow people up. Mercenary, which is my preferred game loop. This is this is mainly the first person missions. The top of the screen, rescue beacon activated by Big B, so he's been incapacitated somewhere, needs to be resuscitated. And research, fly somewhere, pick up a probe, deploy it, get data, etc. So there are things for me to do, but a lot of the fun in Star Citizen is actually just making up your own adventures. The amount of times that me and Ellgarf have started doing something and then we've hit a problem because one of us has fallen down a gap, or the ship has flipped over, or when we did the mining, our mining ships just died, and we had all these gems we had to sort of get to and from, and we had to be inventive about how to do it, because some areas you think, oh, I can do it like this, but then some areas don't let you pull out certain tools. This is a sort of an exhibition of space mining. This is a prospector. You can see there it's using a laser to break up rocks. You've got hand mining tools here, so you can go into the caves and do some hand mining. There's a prison. These are the vehicles that we had that stopped working, the rock mining cars. There's prison as well. If you shoot guards, you're not supposed to, or you shoot friendly players, you're not supposed to, you get a crime stat like in Grand Theft Auto, and then you've got to go to prison if it's that serious. What have we got here? Oh, the Spirit. So these are new ships.
Ooh.
Oh, and Ellgarf's just let a sex noise out, so he likes these. On the right, we have the A1. Is it?
Yep.
The black one's the A1. That's a bomber.
Yeah, the bomber.
If we go into the back, when I went to a bomber the other day, it didn't have bombs in it. It's actually got bombs in. Oh, yes, it has. They're the bombs.
Yeah, they're down the sides, yeah.
There we go. So this one has got the ordnance in it. But again, another Crusader ship. There's the door. Same looking thing. Lots to do in this game. Bigger than SnowRunner, maybe. Seriously, it's much bigger than SnowRunner. That's why I'm saying that this is the biggest, this is the best game ever. Nothing beats this. It is enormous. There is literally nothing you can't do. If you want to have... I mean, the only thing really limiting you at the moment is server limit of 100 people. You only get 100 people on each server, because there's some organisations that have got more than 100 people, and they can't... You can't have your own server. And you know, if you've got over 100 people, you might just want to just chill out. One of the really nice things to do in this game is literally just to chill out and not do anything. Get in a ship and just go off and fly around somewhere and have a look and just, you know, take in the universe, because it's at the moment it's just one system. If I pull the map up again, we've just got this one system, but now we've got these jump points: Stanton to Pyro. Pyro is the next system. Then we've got Stanton to Terra, which I think is the one after that, and then Stanton to Magnus. So Pyro is coming within the next few months. I've already had a look at it. It's really good. Very different to the one we're in at the moment. So there's going to be more systems. They want to get 100, but I don't think I'll live to see 10, let alone 100. Although, having said that, the development of the game up to now has been quite slow, and that's because they've been trying to do Squadron 42, the single player version of the game, which has a campaign in it. Do you know, I'm going to rent this. I don't know if I get to use it, but I'm just going to rent it. This is one ship I don't. I've got a lot of ships, but this is one ship I don't actually have. I'll rent that. There we go. I'll have that for 2 days. Yeah, Squadron 42 has had a lot of staff working on it, but now it's practically finished. They're just getting rid of the last few rough edges, which means that most of the staff on Squadron 42 have now been sent back to Star Citizen. So maybe things will happen very, very quickly. But yeah, there's a lot of scope for this. There's so much to do. There's so much to see, and in single player, it actually can be quite hard sometimes. It really becomes a better game when you play it with other people, which is why I play it with Ellgarf so much. Because there's nothing like you get shot accidentally, you're just not paying attention, you get shot, and normally in single player, you're kind of done. You can send up a distress beacon and hope somebody comes to rescue you, or you just take it on the chin and respawn. But when you've got another player with you, they can drag you out of danger with a tractor beam and then resuscitate you, and then you're off again. So playing with more people is good. Jason will be... Well, you can only lease it during this event. You can only rent it during this event, Para. Ordinarily, there's some ships you can rent. There's a stock of about 7 or 8 ships over various categories that you can rent for like 1, 3 or 7 days. But for the most part, there's nothing in this bit. I'm gonna go to... I didn't read the map. I should read the map. Star Citizen is all about maps. That's another thing compared to Starfield. If you want to know where you're going in Star Citizen, you can't place waypoints and see markers on the floor. You need to go to a map, as you would in real life, and have a look on the map. So this says I'm standing sort of... Where am I? I'm over in the cargo. Oh, so I'm over here. Oh, we've seen these. Tumble Storm. Oh, we need to go to the other hall for Aegis. Should we go to the other hall?
Yeah, let's
Because Crusader
find an
don't make
elevator.
that many ships. Where is the exit? It's at the front of the
Over
it's at
there.
the front of these, isn't it? They're all facing the elevator. Yeah, so you can't rent every ship you see. Only during these free fly events. They do free fly events 3 times a year: November, February, and there's another one, I think May or June. So yeah, you can rent pretty much all the ships 3 times a year to see what they're like, but for the most part you buy them. Buying ships, generally speaking, in-game currency is typically how you do it. You can buy ships to keep using real money, but again the range changes every so often, and some of the ships are massively expensive. I mean that those 3 that we just went into, those big ships, they start at, well, that C2 Hercules we were in, I think that's about 400 quid. What were we going to? Zenith. Yeah.
Zenith, yeah.
See there, you see I need to look at the button, press the button to make the lift work. So yeah, you can buy ships, and you'll never lose those. They'll stay with you. All the ships you buy with in-game money, every so often they will do a wipe to upgrade it to a new version, to implement new features, and sometimes, depending on how big the wipe is, you might lose all the things you bought with the in-game stuff. But it's not a problem. You make it all back very easily once you get used to. Oh, there it is. Look at that. This is such a lovely thing to see. So as I'm coming up the stairs, all I'm seeing in my eyesight is the reclaimer. So this is a really good example of the different sizes of ships. So this is the Aegis dynamics display. Some of the ships are in front of us. We have the Sabre, which are stealth fighters. They're one person ships right in front of us, and then towering over them you've got the Reclaimer, which is a heavy salvage ship. You multi-crew this. The bit you sit in, the cockpit, is that little window there. But you've got these massive lasers on the front, here and here. They will help strip the front, all the hull of a ship. You've got these huge claws here to help break up shipwreck parts. Inside, it's a huge ship. I mean, there's no doubting that this is a heavy ship, and it just looks so lovely as well for a really big ship. The danger is the design can be a bit lost, but it kind of reminds me of an ant, but with 4 legs. Because you've got this big bulgy bit at the back, you've got the head at the front, and you've got the legs, but there's only 4 of them. So that is a phenomenal ship. But all you can do in it is salvage. If you want to go dogfighting, you can't. If you wanted to go mining, you can't. You could do cargo runs in it, I suppose, because it's got a big cargo hold. But ultimately, this ship is for salvage, and that's it. This is 400 sterling, yes, Para. If I go to, let me just call up, because there's a ship I want to show you that I got a couple of days ago. But I took some pictures because the ship I've got is a really good starter ship. To give you an idea of... If I on my tab here, if I go to... So yeah, those 3 Hercules, so I hope you're sitting down, Para, but those 3 Hercules ships that we saw in the previous haul, the one we went in, I said starts at 400, that's 384. There's a white one, a grey one and a black one. The black one is the A2, which again is a bomber. That is 720 quid. Aegis.
And they're not the most expensive ships either.
No, I'm just thinking, it's who makes...
The Idris, I think, is about 1,500, and
well,
I think the Javelin is about 2.5.
Javelin's 2,000. Yeah, it starts at 2.5, goes up to 2,800. Idris 1,200 to 1,400. Who makes the hammerhead? Is that Anvil?
It's Age. It's Anvil or Aegis. I can't remember which.
Yeah, I'm looking on the thing, but I can't see the. Oh, it is Aegis. Okay, so it should be here then. Where is the hammerhead? Can we see which of the other halls are open?
Let's have a look. There's a map just behind us.
Let's find the map. Let's find the hammerhead, because the hammerhead is.
It's all the Vanguards. I can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, hammerhead. There it is.
Oh,
it's
okay.
3. It's in Zenith 3.
So that is.
In here, right where we are.
Oh, this is 3.
Just to the right. Yeah.
Again, follow the signs. That's how this game works. Yeah, the hammerhead. Right, look at the hammerhead. Now, the hammerhead is known as a corvette or a gunship. It's a multi-cruise ship. You can fly it with one person, but there's no point because A, it's really big, and B, the whole point of the hammerhead is to cause death. And it's got, there it is, Ellgarf's running towards it. Huge, in fact, again, this is a really nice juxtaposition because we've got the two Gladiuses here. These are single light fighters, very, very fast. These two Gladiuses would probably take down this hammerhead if they had skilled pilots because they are super fast and they just, you just can't keep track of them, you can't target them very well. So here is the cockpit for the hammerhead. If it's not coming off of the by glow. We'll go up in the elevator, but the key selling point to the hammerhead is it has these turrets dotted around it, and these turrets have got huge guns. And if you've got, well, if you're flying and you've got at least 4 friends to man these big turrets, there's another turret on the top and another turret on the bottom. You're going up in the lift, Ellgarf. You're not waiting for me, are you?
No, I'm waiting.
Oh, you are waiting? Okay, I'll come down.
You can talk around it first, that's fine.
I'll pop in because you're waiting. There we go. Take us up. Beam us up, Scotty. Yeah, the hammerhead is best done. Oh, you're floating.
So are you.
That's how bizarre. Yeah, these are huge ships. This has a lovely advertising poster in the game. But when you get friends, they come and sit in these turrets, and you are, you know, like something like the Battlestar Galactica, you are just this huge, massive gunship which takes down huge capital ships, and with a lot of friends on board, the gameplay is really, really good. On your own, not that great. Starters. You mentioned starters there, Para. I'll tell you about starters. So, starter packs. The starter pack at the moment is free, obviously. You can just download the game, dive in, come to the IAE, rent a ship, off you go. Once the IAE ends, once free fly ends at the end of the month, you need basically to pay for the game. The cheapest starter pack at the moment is £38. So for the price of half a PlayStation game, you can start with a Mustang Alpha. Not a great ship, to be honest. The next one up is the Aurora at £43. If all you're going to spend is like under 50 quid, then I would go for the Aurora 100 times out of 100, because you can store some boxes in it, you can do some dogfights in it. It kind of does everything on a very small scale, gets you used to the game. The Mustang doesn't have any space for boxes at all. It literally is a small fireplane. Oh, sorry. Let's just run straight past and I've gone down the lift. So yeah, the Aurora, let me just send... I have to call it back, Ellgarf, while I walk around the rest of the hammerhead. Yeah, the Aurora is a really good starter ship, and will get you... You never... Considering this ship here, I mean, the hammerhead is... I think something like... If you wanted to buy the hammerhead with real money, it's... I've got it. written here, where are we going? £700. So that is an expensive ship, no doubt about it. To spend £700 on just one thing in a game, there are people who spend thousands and thousands on the game. But you can buy this using in-game currency and get off my leg, cat, and you can get enough for this ship just by using the Aurora. It'll take you a little while, you might want to upgrade in the meantime, but you can get this ship without spending any more than that initial 40 quid. So again, why Star Citizen is so good is you can literally start with nothing and work your way up. It's not a ridiculously long grind. One of the big complaints with Elite Dangerous was the grind was just so bad. You'd have to spend like a week of several hours a day doing really boring jobs just to get enough to get your first upgrade ship. With this, it's not like that. As soon as you find a game loop you like, you can actually make a lot of money in a fairly short space of time. When was it? I can't remember, but I had a period of about 3 or 4 days in a row, and I made enough money in the 3 or 4 days in a row to get that white Hercules, which in game is 5 million credits. So it's quite easy to, once you get to know what you're doing. I mean, there's one of the guides, I can't remember Hawks Gaming, Hawkes. You all right, mate? Nice to see you. Go back to reading the sign. There we go. Hawks Gaming, he does a really good starter guide for the game, and if you follow his guide, then in under 5 hours you can actually make 5 million credits. He shows you how to do mining, how to get more valuable things that you can sell, and then after like 5 hours of mining gameplay, you can get enough to buy the Hercules. And then with the Hercules, he shows you a cargo run where you go to one place, pick up something, go to another place, sell that, pick up something, go to another place, sell that, pick up something, and then after you've done that cargo run, that's probably earned you again about another 10 million. So you can really, once you start to get the bigger ships, you can make money a hell of a lot quicker than you could before. Yeah, it's absolutely superb, Harry. Again, I'll say it again, this is the best game I've ever played. This a bit like I sort of liken this to playing Gran Turismo and then playing iRacing. Elite Dangerous is very, very similar to Gran Turismo. It's quite a simple game, the loops are easy, you can play it okay. When you start playing this, if you're an Elite Dangerous player and you come to Star Citizen, you cannot play it in the same way. It's just a bit too hard, and that's the problem I had just when I got the game in 2019, and I tried to play it as an Elite Dangerous player, and I found it really hard. And then I came back to it a year ago, November last year, and I thought the best way to do it, I need to just approach it slowly. You in? Yep.
Yep.
And then once I've approached it slowly, I'm just going to build up bit by bit, and then after about 2 or 3 weeks of playing it slowly and taking the time to examine the gameplay loops, I was in a position where I was pretty confident what I was doing, and then I could start to make a decent amount of money. Let's go and fly something. Now I've got a ship. So here we are. We're in the subway system. We want to go to. Where's the signs? I don't need to recharge. I need to go to, at some point, the space shuttle site, which is the spaceport. So we'll go this side. Here comes the thing again. Starfield. Get on go to the tram. Press a button, and the tram loads the screen, and you go to your next destination. No, here you go to the tram. You get on. You wait for the tram. Make sure you're going in the right direction. Get on the tram, and the tram will drive off. And the tram was the display just above Ellgarf's head. It's departing now. There's the door shutting, and we are going to the Commons. The Commons is the main shopping area. But here we are on the tram. It's a maglev. We're flying along. Ellgarf's taking a real risk by walking on the seats, That sort of behaviour will make you fall out of the tram. So here's the
Get me
commons.
ejected.
So here's the commons, and then after we leave the commons, in 10 seconds, we're going to be heading to the spaceport. Yes. So there isn't really a grind in Star Citizen. I mean, there's some game loops that pay more money. There's some salvage. Oh, he's sitting down. He's going to sink through the floor. Ah, there he goes.
A long trip.
It's just one of Star Citizen's many friendly bugs. There we go. We're outside now. Because I'm looking at Ellgarf and he's bugging. Suddenly my game has slowed right down.
I'm bugging.
Turn around because I want to show everybody this beautiful tram ride. There we go. I'm facing the wrong way. So yes, so there we are. We're in the tram. We're actually going to the spaceport, which is in front of us. It's fine, but there's really a grind. There's a couple of salvage missions at the moment where you pay to take them, so it costs you like 10,000 credits in game. But you go to a spaceship, but instead of salvaging the spaceship, you just take all the stuff in the cargo hold. And all the stuff in the cargo hold, when you sell it, is worth about 70, 80 grand. So you're actually making a lot of money fairly quickly. So there isn't really a grind as such. There are some game loops that really pay quite good money from the outset. But obviously, there are some game loops where if you want to make 20, 30 million, can you stand up? You can stand up. Good.
Yep. There we go.
He's out. Hooray, right, let's go. What I'm going to do first, actually, is I'm going to get changed.
And with those trams in cities, they're different as well. So some of them are like monorails like that. Others, they're actually like flying.
Yeah, like hover
boats.
Look a lot older, like the older sort of style of. If you think about the older trains on Train Sim World 4, the really old ones, like from the 60s. Again, it's like this game. You get some stuff which is really, really futuristic, like these, and then there's some which isn't that futuristic at all. What was I in? I was in my white jumpsuit. Now I need to go back to my armour. Put all my space stuff on if we're going to go flying into space. There's all my red stuff. There we go. Red legs. Where is my red core? I can't see my core. I mean, I do have a second core. Where's my core gone? Oh, there. It's not red, it's white. It's staring me in the face. There we go. Let's get my arms on. Where's my backpack? Red backpack. Where's my backpack? There's my backpack. Again, it's staring me in the face. Turn me around, stick my backpack on. Fine. And then I'm going to put on my special space helmet. Oh, super cool. Right, now I need my guns. Yeah, I'll say some of them can be a real grind. I mean, Gran Turismo, when the new one came out, that was a real nightmare. You had to just grind and grind and grind to be able to afford a wheel nut. But, oh, have you got dressed already? That was quick. Goodness me. Right, now I've got all that, so now I need my MediPen. And I need a multi-tool. I've only got yellow ones, that's boring. Why am I holding my MediPen? Been asked to hold my MediPen, thanks very much.
My MediPen did the same thing when I tried to equip it.
There we go.
It's misbehaving.
Right, now I need my ammo. My backpack's got all the stuff in it, that's good. Ammo. Oh, actually, I need to put my injectors on. Just in case. Because we do tend to get shot a lot. Right, ammo. Load me up with my ammo. It's going to be all down the bottom. I mean, what have you still got your medium armour on, Ellgarf?
Yes. Yeah, I did have heavy, but I've left that back at Area 18.
Yeah, Ellgarf's got a different type of armour to me. he's wearing medium armour, so it's a little bit quicker for him because it doesn't have as many slots. It's got one, and I'll stick that on there, and then I'll stick this on. No. Where's, oh, there it is. Right. So I am fully tooled up. Let me just check. Good. Right. Let's go and grab our ships. And for some reason, my visor's covered in blood. I don't know how.
It wasn't me, honest.
No. Right, pick us an elevator. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the... Well, we're at the spaceport. We're going to go and get our ships. Actually, I was going to show Ellgarf a new area that they've opened up here. So, come in. Doors are okay. There we go. You in? Good. Right.
Yep.
So let's go upstairs. And then we're going to take a mission, which I'm hoping hasn't been bugged since they updated it. And then we can shoot some guys. But also I'll show you around my ship, because my ship is brand new and it is absolutely amazing. It's a starter ship. At the moment it's on sale as a starter pack for... Let me just check my notes. As a starter pack, you can get it for, where is it? There is six. So the game and the ship for £69. The ship on its own, if you were to buy that real money, is £62. At the moment, you can't buy it using in-game cash, and my game has just stopped temporarily. At the moment, the game is a little bit laggy where we are because really everybody on the server is here.
And on the armour para, yes, essentially I won't use stamina or need food and drink as quickly as someone in heavy armour, for example.
Yeah. Right, so if we keep just running straight up here, if you look over to the left, it says service access.
Ah.
So if we go out here, so this is a new area to this spaceport. We've got elevators. We've got, it says here, fleet manager, ground vehicles only. So you can get your ground vehicle ordered here. Then you take the elevator down to the surface entrance, and then you can leave the premises just by walking out the door and then walk into a garage. So it's yeah, it saves you fighting about. On this spaceport, getting your ground vehicles used to be a bit of a pain. Although, to be honest, game is slowing down a little bit again because there's just so much traffic on the server. In the future, when we get to the hangar where my ship is, I'll show you guys so many NPCs as well. Also, the NPCs are behaving better. They're all actually doing something.
Yeah.
You used to find periods where you go to a place and there'd be 100 NPCs standing on a bench. Come on, people, out of the way. I need to find a spare terminal. Have you got you've got your cutlass ready, haven't you, Ellgarf?
I have.
If you call it and then come down to the come to my, or you can go to yours. I'm not going to force you to come and look at my lovely ship. But oh, there's my Crusader Spirit that I rented. I've got 1 day, 23 hours on it. I want Gatak Sulan. There it is. I want you.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 12.
Please visit us again.
Once we get away from here, the game will sort itself out. So I've got to come over here, call the elevator.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's that?
My Cutlass Red is showing as deliver, so it didn't register because when I went in and I got it all kitted out with some replacement engines and shields.
Oh, right. Well, it delivers okay.
And I seem to have lost that, yeah.
Better deliver than claim.
Yes.
Right. So here I am, hangar 12. So these are the hangars. There's my ship in the middle of the screen. It's been protected by these lovely guards. So over here, on the left and the right, under where it says Aero View Hangars, these are cargo elevators. At the moment, they're not working, but in future, if I want to load things onto, well, not that ship because it's too small, But if let's say I had my C2 Hercules, if I wanted to fill it with ground vehicles or loads of cargo or anything in my inventory, I would come over here and call it up on the elevator, and it would bring it up, and then we use ground, like these little transportation things, to transport any of the heavy stuff, or just drive the vehicle straight on. So anyway, yes, this is the Gatak Sealant. Now, Gatak are an alien manufacturer. There are aliens in the game. This is one of the manufacturers, along with Asperia and Aopoa. There's a few others. But this is an amazing ship. It is unlike anything the game has seen so far. It's so beautiful. The way I sort of think it reminds me is if you've played Destiny, the player's ghost, that floating little thing that helps you out, it looks like that when you look at it, but whereas the ghost has 4 prongs, this has 3 prongs, but they look really similar. But down here, these sort of pods are for holding the cargo. It holds up to 6 boxes of cargo. It's got these 3 main legs. If I just go back and just see, it's got writing on this leg, like hieroglyphs. That's alien language. Don't know what it says.
Which hangar were you? Sorry, Matt.
I'm in 12.
Oh.
If I rescued somebody who was ill and I brought them back, over in the distance there's a little medical bay. You can put them on a bed, and then press a button, and it takes them off to be completely healed if they're really serious. The ship that Ellgarf is using today has got a bed to help you heal minor injuries, which are kind of the injuries that we pick up, if any. So if I open this door, it's got these levitating, it's alien tech, it's got these levitating steps. So this is how we get in, and the pilot sits all the way at the very top. There's one of the 3 laser repeater guns. Very nice. If I go in, so there's a lift, takes me up to the middle floor. Don't know what this is at the moment, but I think it's a storage for spacesuits. But I've just stuck boxes in there for the moment, doing delivery missions. If I get onto my elevator and go up to the middle floor, it's very purple, the ship. I've got, if I open this door, this is the bathroom. If I press this button, this will get the toilet out and the toilet roll holder. Nice. There's a shower above us. Here's a bed. You can log out in space by going to sleep in the bed, and next time you log in, you'll be at the same point in space in your ship. So you don't need to necessarily end your game every time by going to a spaceport, although that is our sort of preferred method, because we like to make sure our ships are taken care of. And if I go up to the top, there's the pilot seat. I'll get in that in a moment. What's Ellgarf up to?
I'm right below you.
I've come down to the ground level. Do you want to have a little nose around? Have I got anything in my gun rack, actually? Let's just open my gun rack. All the panels, slides. I've got nothing in my gun rack at the moment.